Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we're going to be diving into pure vanilla and everything that you need to know about him. Is it worth pulling on? Is it going to be better than Herb? Yeah, I know, the million-dollar question. Is it going to be the new meta? And just all around, anything you need to know about pure vanilla. Hopefully, we can address your concerns and answer those questions in today's video. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I want to mention before we take a look at pure vanilla cookie, and that's going to be breaking down a massive misconception. And I feel like there's a lot of free-to-play players out there in the community still thinking that this is achievable, and it's not. Today, I'm gonna debunk this for you. All right, as a free-to-play player in this game, you will never see 250 draws on this banner. I don't care if you come to the Light of Truth event and you complete this entire event. It does not give you enough lights that you need to summon 250 times. All right, so this specific pull or this free copy of pure vanilla cookie is not achievable by free-to-play players. This is specifically designed for people to spend money in the game, to go to the store, buy the additional packs that have those additional Light of Truths in it in order to achieve 250 pulls. Then you can get a free copy of pure vanilla. All right, so as a free-to-play player, it is impossible for you to achieve the free pity pull at 250 because you just simply cannot pull 250 times. All right, so just keep that in mind. I had to make sure that you guys understand that. I know it's very misleading. They dropped the event in there. It looks like they're giving you a lot of pulls, which they are. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a free-to-play event, but you cannot take advantage of that free pity that they have advertising in the game without spending real money. So moving right along to the next thing, and that's going to be taking a look at pure vanilla cookie. I'm going to be breaking down his skills, the toppings that you absolutely should be utilizing on him. Then we're going to hop into some combat, give you an example of his overall skill and how it works on the battlefield. Then I'm going to give you my opinion before wrapping up the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be his skill. Illuminates the battlefield with his Vanilla Orchard staff, replenishing the party's HP and covering them with a shield, absorbing an amount of damage proportionate to their max HP. The next thing we need to talk about is going to be the healing is scaled off of the HP. The shield is also going to be absorbing 20% of the max HP for 3 seconds. Now, there's a couple things that are a little bit confusing that I want to break it down a little bit easier for you guys to understand. Two things. One, the healing being done is an AoE heal for every party member, including himself. That AoE heal is going to be an instant heal, all right? Not a heal over time like Herb's abilities. So if you don't already know, Herb currently right now holds the meta as healer in the game. He does a little bit of tiny of heals as soon as his skill goes off, but where his healing actually comes into play is over time, right? So you know that it fills up the bar slowly, not instantaneously. However, pure vanilla is completely different. Pure vanilla is going to be doing all of the healing that he can do initially. The moment that his heal goes off, it can be a life-changing heal as soon as it pops off. The second thing is going to be that shield. That shield is going to directly absorb 20% of the max HP of the cookie the shield is being provided to, all right? So it does not scale off of pure vanilla cookie's max HP. And that's really crucial to know when it comes to choosing toppings and such for pure vanilla. I know a lot of people have already made this misconception and thinking that that's the best way to go. That's not the best way to go because it doesn't actually scale off of pure vanilla's HP. It's scaling off of the individual cookie that the shield is being applied to, all right? So that's really good to understand and good to know. Again, I'll show you this in action on the battlefield, but for now, let's dive into the actual toppings. So you can see currently right now, I am running Searing Raspberries on pure vanilla, all right? So, and you might be thinking, well, that makes sense because the Searing Raspberries directly increases the attack, which then directly increases the amount of healing being done when he pops off his ability, which is true. That's 100% true. However, for somebody like pure vanilla, this is actually the wrong set, or not the best set. You want to make sure that you are running him on a Swift Chocolate set because the reason being is you want to reduce the cooldown of his specific skill. If you don't already know, his base cooldown is going to be 19 seconds, which is actually really long compared to some of the other cookies and the other cookies' abilities. And so directly reducing that is going to only benefit you and allow you to utilize the Love and Peace skill more often. So it's going to allow you to get that and use out of that instant heal as much as possible because, again, it's not not going to do any healing over time. It's going to do a massive amount of heals initially as soon as it launches. So utilizing it more is going to be way more important than doing more healing. The next thing is going to be the shield. You want to be taking advantage of this shield, man. I cannot tell you guys how important or crazy it's going to be, especially when it comes to later on in the game when people have been utilizing pure vanilla for quite some time, have been able to invest experience jellies and leveling him up. That shield is going to be crazy good for these next two chapters, and also for PvP to mitigate a lot of damage, because if you run him on a full cooldown reduction build, you can get his skill to pop off in some crazy numbers, like every 10 seconds, 10 to 14 seconds. And if you can get it down that low, it's going to add a lot of survivability to your team. All right, so just keep that in mind. You want to run him on a Swift Chocolate set, not a Searing Raspberry if you can help it. However, if you don't have a Swift Chocolate set like myself, running him on Searing Raspberry would be the next best thing, just to make sure that you are taking advantage of the most, or the amount of healing that he can actually put out. So again, that's going to be pretty much it. But with that being said, let's dive into some actual combat. So alrighty, so as you can see here, taking a look at this on the final boss fight, obviously my cookies are a little bit overpowered for this specific stage, but you can see the cooldown is absolutely ridiculously long at 19 seconds. It's going to take a while. We've only been able to perform one heal so far, and you can see how long it's taken. We've almost got the boss down to health before we can actually do that full heal. Now you can see the heal does go off. It does a lot of healing initially, and then it also provides that a little bit of damage mitigation with that shield, and something like this is going to be ridiculously good in the long run. So that's going to be pretty much it when it comes to the overall combat. I just wanted to show you the 830 to show you how good it can be at this, even without using the cooldown reduction. All right, again, keep in mind my cookies are a little bit overpowered. They are level 40. You know, the pure vanilla is going to be 41. They are all pretty much running epic toppings besides Rye Cookie. Rye Cookie is actually running rare toppings because I didn't have enough to put on him. And then, like I said, we are running the Slingshot, the Horn, and then the Pilgrim Scroll, which adds a little bit of attack overall. But anyways, you get the idea of the overall combat. Now, for my personal opinion, when it comes to the pure vanilla cookie in general, I personally think he's going to be the best healer right now in the game. I definitely think that he directly replaces Herb in the long run. However, I do think that a lot of players currently do not have enough experience jellies to invest in somebody like pure vanilla, especially if you have maxed out Herb already. Maybe that's through promotions. Maybe you already have him up to level like 50 for example. I mean, it's going to be really, really tough to invest in pure vanilla just for the simple fact that there just isn't enough, you know, experience. But with that being the case, take it for what it's worth. I definitely still think it's worth collecting him and summoning on the banner, completing the event, because obviously, who doesn't want to collect every single cookie in the game? But anyways, that's going to be my personal opinion. You guys drop a comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on pure vanilla. Do you think that he is going to be replacing Herb? Do you think it's going to be meta coming up? And with that being said, as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we drop a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.